strong rumors. I've been hearing this for a couple months. Jose Ramirez, and it goes hand in hand with the Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor's fight this Saturday. I don't know. I think it's out in the O2 Arena in London. So it's probably going to be coming on around 5 p.m., 5:30 Eastern Standard Time in America. So check that out. But I'm hearing that Jose Ramirez, and I don't think I did a video on this, but I heard this a month or two ago, that Jose Ramirez, I think I did, but I think Jose Ramirez is going to move up to 147 after he fight Viktor Postol. WBC ordered that to go to purse bid. Now, Viktor Postol was fighting on PBC Showtime, I think it's last time out, so I don't know if he has a contract with Top Rank and would Al Heyman or anybody else consider buying that purse bid, you know what I'm saying, just to put the fight on the network and pitch by bear him off. And if I think if somebody else did purchase that, purchase the purse bid, I believe Bob would just tell them to drop the belts, and they pull out and move up to 47. So it looked like they prepping Ramirez for Crawford by going to 47. Crawford need opponents, and I've been real skeptical of Jose Ramirez, but I have given him his credit. I feel like he's got better with Robert Garcia. He's one of the few guys that come out the amateurs, and I think he was in the Olympics as well, that moved up in weight. So you got to get credit where credit is due. He one of the very few guys that moved up in weight. You don't get that too often, where you get guys that get out the amateurs and move up. A lot of those guys move down. 52. Errol Spence, he turned pro at 54, but he moved down. Regis Prograis moved down. Timothy Bradley was at 52, moved down. Keith Thurman was at 52, moved down. Sean was at 165, moved down to 54. Well, he was at 64 minute, moved down to 54, moved down to 47. So I got a lot of respect for, you know, Jose Ramirez as far as moving up and what he's done. He's definitely improved his skill set. He's seemed to got stronger. He got some of the best stamina in the game, and it doesn't seem, and you never know, it doesn't seem artificial. It seems organic. So, you know, at the end of the day, it sounds like they're prepping him for Crawford, but also you can't forget the winner, Josh Taylor, which is, I think, one of them the silver champion, the diamond champion, and one of them is the interim champion. So they will be Ramirez's next two mandatories. Now, before I get in and go in on them, I believe Jose Ramirez, when the Regis Prograis fight didn't happen, he said he was willing to fight Josh Taylor. Okay, he said, I will fight Josh Taylor, and then I will fight Regis Prograis after that. All right, so it seemed like he'd be willing to fight Josh, but he still don't want to fight Regis Prograis. So does it surprise me that, you know, does it surprise me he ducking out? No. He never wanted to fight Regis Prograis to begin with. Okay, it's another one of his teams. They going on Instagram saying, oh, Regis Prograis fighting Lafayette and New Orleans was empty. Jose put this many seats in the stadium. There's no point in fighting them. Fighting Regis, don't nobody come watch Regis. At the end of the day, the game don't change, only the players in it. And I said this before. Got Errol Spence talking about, oh, I do this many numbers, or I need this much money. Anytime these fools get to talking about money and attendance and numbers, or I'm the A side and all that other BS, they don't want to fight. That's a deterrent. That's a deterrent from wanting smoke. Like it or not, you may not like the players involved in the game. You might not like the truth. But anytime a motherfucker get to pricing itself out, and they get to bringing up numbers and how much I make, you ain't getting no money like me. That ain't how boxers talk. That ain't how boxers talk, dog. And his team was doing that to Regis, and they knew. They ordered the purse bid, and then they struck a deal for Regis and Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. And the deal was Top Rank gave Regis Prograis a hometown fight in New Orleans versus Velasco, not to fight Ramirez right now. And Bob Arum said they would do it down the road. Regis Prograis, he went for the bait. He got a free payday at home, which Lou DiBella couldn't make it. Lou DiBella wasn't gonna make that happen. because he don't have the power to make that happen. You know, he got a free fight day. He ain't got to fight on ESPN. He went on Plus. ESPN 2 was on ESPN, so they gave him a fight date just to protect Jose Ramirez. You know, and then when Regis approached him before all of that, when Jose fought Amir Ahman in New York, and he said, "What's up?" And Bob Arum said he didn't even know who Regis Prograis was. So if you don't know who he was and he can't fight, and you don't fear him, well, why y'all didn't make the fight if y'all believe Jose Ramirez was the horse? They don't believe Jose Ramirez can win at all. They don't believe little old buddy can win. And he go around acting around like, I will join the tournament. I'll fight anybody. You know, I'm not scared. And this and that. He talking all that bullshit. Y'all be killing me. No boxer is scared. Get the fuck up out of here. Somebody just died. You think boxers don't fear losing their life? They don't fear losing their O. They don't fear having to build themselves back up. They don't fear their promotional company not fucking with them after a lawsuit too. They fear that. And they fear that man across the ring, Jose Ramirez, free. He fear Regis Prograis. I don't care what they say. Because this is clearly fear at this point. And now he gonna duck out instead of unifying the division. And go up and what? Get plummeled by Terence Crawford? Because Top Rank need opponents for Terence Crawford because PBC don't want to play along? Come on. They don't got no faith in the dude to beat Regis Prograis. And I think it'll be a good fight. And then you had, you know, people saying, oh, you know, after the Velasco fight, oh, Ramirez, Fred said that shit. Ramirez will definitely beat Prograis. Well, nigga, make the fight happen. That's one of the few rare occurrences that Fred wasn't black on YouTube. And no, your boy don't forget a lot of shit. Put it in here and I remember. You know what I'm saying? Remember all that shit, nigga. Shoot that fade, bro. Oh, scary ass. Now he getting dropped the belts and he gonna duck that fade. Now, I was feeling a lot of things that he did as a fighter, man. I was feeling it, man. I was feeling the improvements they make. I was proving, it seemed like he was getting stronger. Punching power. Robert Garcia did a good job with him. But they simply don't want Regis Prograis. Now, if Josh Taylor win, they might fight Josh Taylor. I don't know what they fear about Regis Prograis down. Like, is it the speed? Is it the head movement? You know, is it the power? Because I don't know if they just looking at Josh Taylor, oh, he a white boy and, you know, he from the UK. We always beat them. And they looking at it like that. Because if that one dude can outbox him, Zepeda, man, Josh Taylor gonna put that work in. But I think it just may be the power. It just may be a style they don't like. If Josh Taylor win, I think they may stay there and fight Josh Taylor. But I like both of them. I might even like the loser over Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? But if he was to fight Regis, he would have to just fight him on the inside. That's how he would have to fight him. Because Regis ain't dancing around the ring. Regis is pacing himself. So Ramirez will have to step it up, close the distance, and push him to the ropes to fight him on the inside. And fight him where he fight best at and see if he can punch. While you pushing him on the back foot and closing the distance. But it don't matter. Either or is the mandatory. And then they're gonna make Zepeda, when Zepeda beat what's old boy, Jose Pedraza. When Zepeda beats Pedraza, they gonna make Zepeda the WBO champion. That's what's gonna happen next. They gonna try to make him the WBO champion. And then they gonna try to get him to fight Regis or Josh. Now, and I guess the WBC belt gonna go over to Regis Prograis or Josh Taylor winner. So they have 3 belts and they gonna give Zepeda the WBO belt. I heard that a while ago. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm talking about. I keep that same energy for everybody, man. Jose is a sucker. And I like the improvements that he's made as a fighter, but he's a sucker. He's a true sucker. He a true duck. They already planning an escape plan to get out of the division. And this is what I'm talking about. And it's hard to defend, you know, Top Rank and Bob Arum. When guys be saying, you know what, I don't feel bad for Terence Crawford or I do feel bad, but Bob Arum be stopping unification bouts. He do. He do. But in this situation, they trying to get opponents for Terence Crawford. And I wouldn't count on them putting Jose Ramirez in position. I wouldn't count on them putting him in position to fight Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao. That's mandatory. Don't count on that. Jose Ramirez will be granted WBO Super Champion status. He will move up to the next weight class and be Crawford mandatory. They gonna give him some time to get ready. He gonna get like 2 or 3 fights to be ready. But he gonna be Crawford mandatory. And they gonna do that fight. And I heard they might try to do that fight on pay-per-view if my memory serves me correctly. I don't know how they gonna do that on pay-per-view, but that's what it's gonna be. And then they might, if Zepeda get the WBO championship and he don't unify with Regis and Josh say just fuck it. I'll be happy with just getting upgraded with the WBC, the winner, and having the Super WA and having the IBF, and they happy with that. They might say fuck it, and Jose Zepeda might move up and be a opponent for Crawford. So they trying to make a 5-star meal out of scraps with Crawford, but PBC choking him out. But Ramirez, you know, he's a sucker. You know, he definitely, you know, how can I believe in you to beat Crawford and you don't even want to fight Regis Prograis? That ain't adding up, dog. But I look at it like, if they looking like, if he beat Regis, what did it really do for his career? Well, once again, if he do beat Regis Prograis, it do something great for his career, in my opinion. One of the great things it does for his career is that you can sell Crawford and Regis Prograis as the last 2 undisputed junior welterweights in the clash. You can sell that, you know, but they probably won't. And it is what it is, man. But I heard a few months ago, I might have talked about it, but yeah, Ramirez, long story short, he got to move up to 147 after Viktor Postol. They ordered a purse bid. It was supposed to already happen, but I think he had somewhat of an injury. So he gonna fight Viktor Postol. You know, Postol lost to Crawford. He lost to Josh Taylor, for people that don't know. That was a really good fight. And now he's gonna fight Jose Ramirez. So it'd be funny if Al Heyman step in and win that purse bid. I would. And I'd make Jose Ramirez drop them belts on sight, even if he don't have a dog in the division. But we'll see. So I think to be prepared for Josh Taylor or Regis Prograis to move up and wait, because no undisputed going to be happening unless, you know, Zepeda get the belt real quick, and then they can do it. But I look forward to, you know, Ramirez and Crawford. That's gonna be top ranked next fight. I heard they're gonna make that pay-per-view, and I don't believe it to be pay-per-view. You know, Jose Ramirez viewership not doing too good. The Perturbia and Ghostface viewership, I think they said it did 600,000, 400,000, something like that, on ESPN. And, you know, for the most part, if people don't know who you are, you know, it's hard for them to tune in, even on ESPN, on that platform. But, you know, Crawford and Ramirez, like, come on, how can I even, you know, remotely ask me to pay $80 for that fight when Ramirez was scared to fight Regis Prograis? I'm more interested in Prograis versus Crawford. I don't want to pay for that, but I'll pay for that. There's 2 brothers, 2 good punchers, so I'll probably pay for that. But it won't be bad to see Crawford beat the piss out of Jose Ramirez. But I know Robert will have him ready. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email. If you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, a link subscription, best way to donate. Share the video one time for the one time. We gone.